Vandana here from Film India. Hi, welcome to India. I wanted to know, okay, it's your first association in India, I think, so as a brand ambassador.
This is my first jewelry brand I've been associated with, and I'm very, very excited about it.
So, can you tell me about your experience, how you're feeling, and what are the expectations, and how you will go about with the association?
My expectations are just to have a great time with this brand. I love the concept that they've come up with. A wide range of jewelry for every walk of life, from office to wedding. You can get it at Bandhan Jewelers, which is a concept I love. As to how the brand is moving forward, should I pass that over to you?
Okay. Well, actually, I mean, it's typically people have been asking me why now, and is jewelry industry really growing, and things like that. And the surprising element, I mean, if I ask you which is the fastest growing economy in the world, typically we'll answer maybe India or China, okay? But what's really interesting is what I call it again as womenomics, economics of what the women are spending across the globe. And that is at 18 trillion, as high as the US economy, 18 trillion. And in India, it is growing at 20%. Okay, and finally, they are our target audience because women are the ones who are going to buy jewelry. So womenomics is what is driving this industry. And we see a huge opportunity there because this is absolutely the right time to come up with a concept like Bandhan and actually get everybody on a single platform and give them that benefit, which to compete with all the top retail chains and also offer to the consumers the different lifestyle jewelry which they are looking for. So that's where we find this is the best time, and that's why we are looking at expanding, doing about 100 stores as Santosh was mentioning earlier. So in 5 years' time, we are looking at actually coming up with 100 stores. So we are at the moment focusing on North and West, though of course we'll go pan-India in 5 years' time. But for the next 2 years, we are focusing on North and West, and we have already actually done a tie-up in so one store has already come up in Mumbai, which is in Borivali, which is called Bandhan Hansini Jewels. We are going to have our next store, flagship store in Delhi, which is opening in Jan. Okay, then we are going to have one in Saharanpur. We're going to have one in Srinagar and one in Lucknow. So before 31st of March, all these places we hope to open all these stores. And plus, we have already done more tie-ups, more sign-ups that are already happening. And in UP, we have already signed up with Hansini Jewels to come up with 20 stores of Bandhan Hansini stores. So that's going to be for UP. So similarly, we're going to have different tie-ups for the further expansion and have different state partners, as we call them, and have stores in every state. But for the moment, it will be North and West. Yeah. Any other questions?
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm with Savvy World. Isabelle looking very pretty and very elegant with that piece that you've got. My question to sir is how we're going to look at the marketing promotion activities with Isabelle. Are we looking at more TVCs and billboards and others? So we're going to see Isabella with...
oh, yeah, of course, sure. हम कोहिनूर छुपा के थोड़ी रखेंगे. कोहिनूर is कोहिनूर.
So, can you share some of your marketing promotion plans?
Absolutely. Well, we're soon going to have our shoot done. As I said, because we have a certain a theme to, and the whole positioning is going to be that we're going to have jewelry for every look. So we will be doing a shoot soon sometime in Jan. And then we are obviously going to be in print and television. And today is a digital world, so we are going to be present in digital world as well. What we have it in mind is to do a 360-degree marketing. So it's not just print or not just television. We're going to be on hoardings. We're going to actually look for digital media. We are looking at cinemas. We are looking at various different opportunities wherever we think because events is also going to be a big thing. So so that's what we are planning to do. So all these will be part of our marketing campaign, including perhaps radio as well. So we are so it's not just about her shoot in terms of doing that. But we would love to do some radio campaign as well with her, because we believe radio is another big medium which is working very well for our kind of target audience that we're looking for. So we are going to do a 360-degree marketing. Yeah.
Hi sir.
Yeah.
क्या वजह रही कि आपने इस ब्रांड के लिए इजाबेल को ही खास चुना? What's the reason behind it? Because she is a new face, we all know, but what's the reason behind it कि Isabelle is a brand ambassador of?
See, today's consumer is primarily changing to a lifestyle. There is a whole contemporary lifestyle change which is happening. But also the fact of the matter is that they are still very Indian at heart. You know, and she is epitome of that in any case. And also, as I said, that if we are talking about, you know, different jewelry for different looks, you know, and we believe that she's the one who can carry it really very well with different looks. I mean, whether, as I said, it's a office wear or a daily wear or a party wear or an evening gown wear, or whether it's a traditional wear, whether it's for dandiyas, for example, you know, it's a festive look that you want to have. So she's the one who can represent the brand in the most proficient way. So हमने इसीलिए चुना कि भाई or the fact of the matter is also she is one of the brand ambassadors for Lakme, and Lakme is again about fashion, and you know, so, and jewelry, as I said, is very close to fashion industry, and that's the way we are going. So and fashion is also about having different looks, you know, and our jewelry is also about having different looks, different jewelry for different looks. So that's where we saw the synergy as well. So that's also one of the key reasons that. And besides, she's a dear friend.
इजाबेल, मैं आपसे भी जानना चाहूँगी, क्योंकि आपकी सिस्टर कटरीना कैफ भी ज्वेलरी की एम्बेसडर हैं. सो वो आपको जब आप कहीं बाहर जाती हैं, किस तरीके की मदद आपकी करती हैं क्लोथ्स के साथ ज्वेलरी मैच करने में?
Well, for me, I guess it depends. I suppose, like with most people, what you're doing. Are you going to work? Are you going to an event, a party? In my personal life, I'm very much about statement pieces, something a little funky, something a little cool. So they'll tend to match my close to my jewelry more like that. Obviously, for events, you have to dress appropriately for work and stuff. So there, maybe you'll choose the jewelry that best goes with your outfit. As far as the way Katrina does it, she is going to be promoting Zero soon, and I think that'd be a very good time to ask her. She might be able to give you a better answer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, just to add further to your question, what you had asked, you know, is also about the fact that this Bandhan Jewels is also going to be about multi-brand outlets. We have already signed up with 4 different brands, you know, which is Australian Diamonds, which is with Rio Tinto. We are with Kisna. We have our own brand, which is Being Human Jewelry with Salman Khan. So we have that as well. And the 4th one is Sanvi Jewels, is one more. We are in discussion with Forever Mark with De Beers. And in fact, next week is my signing up of the agreement with them. So hopefully that will be signed up next week. We are also in discussion with Divine Solitaires, that is the next brand. So for every, you know, different segments, we have the offering in terms of the brands, as well as our own brands that we launch. So under Bandhan Jewels, for example, we're going to have our own solitaire brand, because that's what the consumers are looking for. So we will have Bandhan solitaires, you know, so that's going to be another offering. And over a period of time, we will keep introducing new brands and the top brands across the country as well as across the world, because there are quite a few international brands who are now looking at India as a market, big market. And they would be looking at, you know, coming into India with their own brands. So they would need a partner. And that's where I think we are the best people suited for that, because we would already be there with our stores with the multi-brand offerings. So that's the you know, big advantage from a consumer perspective, you know, adding getting different brands under one roof.
Already De Beers also launched Lightbox Jewelry. So did you have a plan for Lightbox Jewelry or lab-grown diamond jewelry collection in your concept?
See, coming to the platinum part, for sure. Sorry? Yeah, yeah. Platinum is something that we are sure. Silver is definitely sure. We are going to introduce that. As far as lab-grown diamonds are concerned, it may not be under Bandhan, but not at least at this point in time, because consumers are still not aware of it, at least in India. You know, they still don't understand that, and we don't want to create any confusion in their minds at this point in time. But nevertheless, yes, Lightbox, once they have launched it in the US, and the kind of traction that they are getting, as and when we think the market is ready, we would be more than happy to do it.
Okay,
but maybe as a separate brand altogether.
Yeah, of course.
See, because it is more towards the fashion jewelry. So
launched our market.
No, that doesn't matter. See, that's their strategy, which is I mean, they are entitled to their own strategy. But what happens is that typically it goes more towards fashion jewelry, whereas we are into fine jewelry.
Okay.
So there is no point. First of all, there is no comparison. You can't compare apple and oranges.
But you also add silver jewelry. So
yeah, but that is still a precious metal. So we are on the precious side, and we will remain on the precious side as long as Bandhan is concerned. But nevertheless, whenever we feel that there is I personally, I am a brand person. So I believe in creating brands. I believe in marketing them really very well. And I believe as and when we are ready, as a market, we are ready for lab-grown diamonds, so be it. I mean, there is a market for that as well.
Yeah,
so there is definitely. But right now, it's very minuscule. So it's not something that we are looking at this point in time.
Okay. And your plan already done for a pan-India chain store and distributors and for the consumers. And do you have any plan for international market, like your brand ambassador from abroad? So do you have any plan chain store in abroad? Or
at the moment, for the next 3 to 5 years, we are going to focus on India because India is a huge market.
Market.
But nevertheless, as I initially mentioned, that because the concept is so unique, the Chinese have approached us. I mean, I was completely taken aback. I mean, I'd never anticipated this kind of a reaction coming from a so well developed in terms of the jewelry brands, which is because they have tremendous number of brands and the number of chains that they have. There, the smaller guys are feeling threatened, and that's what they love this concept about. That why if we can do it in India, why can't we do it in China? It may not be called Bandhan, but maybe our brand ambassador will go to China and launch it there as well. Yes, why not? So,
thank you very much.
Hello, మిమ్మల్నే యోయో టీవీ యాప్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకున్నారా? ఇంకా లేదా? మీ యాప్ స్టోర్ కి వెళ్ళి వెంటనే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి.
ఈ వీడియో గనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే
లైక్ చేయండి,
షేర్ చేయండి
అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి.